Oh my goodness, it took me a minute to figure out how to go live. This is my first time being live on YouTube. So thank you so much for coming. And you should be able to, I don't know if parents, you're sitting with the kids, but feel free to send a message to me because I can see everybody. Um, Give me 1 second, everybody. I need to exit this out. Are you guys hearing me?
Yes.
Okay. Give me just a second because there was like an echo behind me. I'm not sure if there's
It's
a lag.
behind real time.
Okay, so we're good to go. Happy Wednesday. I know it's kind of a strange day. We're all at home because of Hurricane Milton, and I just wanted to bring a little bit of fun to all of you kids today while you're at home. So hopefully you have your hope. I just hold on 1 second. Somebody just said they can't see me. Let me just check with my. Oh, we're good to go. Okay, thank you. Thank you to my friends who are helping me navigate this first live. Um, Hopefully you have your materials ready. I'm going to go over them real quick. The first thing that we're going to make are these adorable little pumpkins, and we will turn these into jack-o'-lanterns in just a few minutes. But for this, you're going to need a blank sheet of paper and an apple. Have a parent slice it in half for you so it's ready to stamp. And then we're going to set that aside to dry, and then we'll do a couple more. But just so you're ready and you have everything you need, there's a link on the description in here if you haven't printed these out, because we will be using these printables. So if you haven't yet, ask your parents or your grandparents, whoever you're with today, to, hey, could you print these for me so I can do a really cool art project? What do you guys think? Are you ready to get going? Let's do it. We will start with our pumpkin prints. Okay, so we're going to need our apple sliced in half, and I'm going to use an orange paint. And I will tilt the camera down a little bit so you can see. Actually, I think that's pretty good. You guys can see it. I have my beans set aside for later as well. Let me put those to the side. And just as a little tip, whenever I'm using paint at home, I always like to have a cup of water nearby and some napkins or paper towels, just because sometimes we make a mess and that's okay. We're prepared, right? All right, let me get my blank sheet of paper. And the key to this, because we're doing this together and we're going to try to finish this while we're on here. And hello to some of you who are just popping on. We are about to start our pumpkin stamps. So you need an apple sliced in half and some orange paint for right now. So we're going to take our apple print and we're going to put it into our apple slice. And we're going to put it into our paint. And the key is not to get too much paint on it because we don't want the paint to be super thick because we want it to dry quickly. So we're just going to smear our apple in the paint. And you can kind of rub some of it off so it's not too thick on there. All right, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna put these wherever we want on the page, and we can do a couple. Now, my apple actually has a stem, which is so cute. So I tried to get a little paint on the stem so that that shows up as well. All right, ready? And let's see, you're gonna press down hard and lift it up. Do you see the print? These are so cute. Do you wanna do a print? I see one of my boys walked over here. Do you wanna do one of the apple prints? Sure. We have a volunteer. Everybody say hello. He's got a lollipop in his mouth. It's all good. You know, it's a Wednesday. Okay, ready? And then press it down hard and then lift up. Oh, that's great. Thank you. How's it going? Are your apple prints turning out? I'm gonna do a couple more, and remember to keep this not too thick so that they dry quickly. Mine have like a little hole in the center because of the core, which will be cute. I'll put the little nose of the pumpkin right there in the center, I bet. All right, I'm gonna do 4, and then I'm gonna set this aside, and we're gonna let this dry while we do another craft. So I'm gonna give you each a minute to finish your stamps, okay, your prints. They're apple stamps, okay? I'm gonna give you a minute to set this aside somewhere safe where your little brother or sister won't touch it, or your dog or cat won't walk all over it, okay? So put this up somewhere safe so it can dry, and it shouldn't take too long to dry since we made them thinner to paint. All right, and then we're done with our apples for now. So we can move these out of the way. This is so exciting. Thank you guys for being here with me today. Next up, we're gonna get our pumpkin print right here. And we need construction paper. So colored paper, construction paper works great. Also tissue paper would work just fine too. And we're gonna get our fingers moving today. So what we're gonna do is, oh, and I think actually you can see it right back here. I made this last night with my youngest son, and he helped me tear all the little pieces, and we're gonna glue them onto our pumpkin. Um, and you can do the pieces as big or small as you want, whatever you think looks great. And these make a great little gift. So if you're a little bit older and you think you're way too mature for this craft, think again, because parents love artwork, or grandparents or teachers, coaches. So we might as well do something fun together, right? Okay, put that back up. This sometimes takes a little while, is tearing all the little pieces, but we're gonna do it together. How is everybody doing? Are there parents in the chat? I'm just curious. This is my first live, so feel free to, oh, I see some thumbs up. That's exciting. All right, so we are, if you just joined us, I see a couple people just joined. Hello, happy Wednesday. Right now we are making our paper pumpkin craft. So if you have this printable, it's on my website. I did put the link in the description. Go ahead and print that out. We need glue and colored paper. And as I'm chit-chatting, kiddos, you just keep tearing away with the colored paper. And I wonder, is everyone doing an orange pumpkin? Because there are some different colored pumpkins, aren't there? There's those heirloom pumpkins that are bluish gray and yellowy orange, green, even brownish. So if you don't have orange colored paper, that is okay. We're going to be creative here. And I'm curious, I just heard from one of my friends. She said her son is loving this so far. I hope you guys are all enjoying. If you did just pop on, we made our apple stamps already with apples, an apple half, and orange paint. And we went ahead and stamped those. We're going to be coming back. And the reason I'm telling you is if you just joined, we're going to come back and finish these later when they dry a bit more. So I think you can rewind on this too. If you need to go back, take your time and come back. All right, let's start gluing these bad boys. Gosh, I just saw a notification earlier that some of the schools in Florida are closing for Friday as well. If you guys are liking this, I don't know what the situation is going to be like for power, but maybe we can do something else later this week too. Or you can save this video or write down or tell your parents, and then maybe you can just do some more crafts similar to this. Okay, I'm gonna take my glue here, and we're just gonna start putting our paper down on the pumpkin. We're just gonna layer it on there, kind of like a little collage of paper. I don't know if you can see. Oh yeah, you can see. And you're just gonna put pieces all over. Oh, I see somebody else just joined. How are you? We are right in the middle of our pumpkin, our paper pumpkin craft. And we just tore up a bunch of pieces of orange construction paper. And now we are gluing them onto our pumpkin. And if you want, you could get black pieces of construction paper and make eyes and a smile, make it into a jack-o'-lantern. Did you guys know that that's the difference between a pumpkin and a jack-o'-lantern? The jack-o'-lantern is carved out and has a face on it. I'm curious if anybody hears, oh my goodness, there's a bunch more people on. Hello. Happy Wednesday. I just wanted to say hi. We are in the middle of our paper pumpkin craft. So if you want, you can print this out, grab some colored paper and glue. This one's very simple. You only need a couple things. And I'm just curious if anybody hears an echo. That's what I was going to ask before. I don't know if anybody. Oh, I do. I see. We see you now. Happy Hurricane Day. Oh, good. Somebody said that they're a little behind, and that is okay. You guys can keep working on this as long as you need to. That's the fun about art. And I'm not sure if our pumpkin stamps will dry out, but hopefully they do in time. If not, I'm going to show you how to make the faces on them so that later tonight, maybe if you need something to do, you can draw your faces on them. This is so exciting. No echo here. Oh, good. Thank you, Stephanie. This is so great. I grew up in Florida, so I am very used to these hurricane days and having to come up with activities to do and to keep busy and not go stir crazy. You know, I was talking to somebody earlier who didn't have construction paper. I said, that's okay. You could even go outside and grab some leaves and crumple up the leaves, and make it look really earthy. I am seeing your guys' chats, by the way. The camera's a little bit far from me, so I'm not reading them all exactly, but this is so exciting. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I'm Kate. If I don't know you, I have 3 boys, all different ages, 4, 8, and 13. So we have quite the range. And I try to have my art activities be for a wide range of ages. That's why I was thinking if you thought you were too cool for this, it always makes a good gift. Don't forget that. Okay? A friend of mine just had sent a message too. Her kiddos are on there watching. I mean, I could give shout outs if I could. I think Mila and Luca are watching, and I'm pretty sure Bear is on there. If you want to shout out, you can type your kiddo's name in the chat, and I'll try to see it too. So I wish I could see your guys' art so far. That's the only bad thing about this, but you can always take a picture and send it to me when you're finished. Here's how my pumpkin's looking. How's yours looking? And while we do this, we are letting our pumpkin stamps dry. So if you just, oh, you've got Charlotte and Cal. Hello, this is so exciting. I can't wait to see your projects. So fun. So if you're just tuning in or if you're a little behind, that is okay. We have tons of time you can do this at whatever pace you'd like. The only thing you missed so far was our apple stamp. So if you have an apple, and if you don't want to waste an apple, I understand. I had some that were kind of going bad that I cut in half. And if you don't have an apple, you could use like a sponge and cut it into the shape of a pumpkin. And I'll show you these real quick. We dipped it in and did a little stamp of an orange. We're going to turn these into pumpkins. And we did this, and now we're setting it aside so it can dry while we rip up all this paper. I'm trying to read all these little comments. This is so fun. Oh, Kalina, hello. So exciting to have you here. Thank you for joining in. And I think I saw a message. Peyton, hello, and Ansley. JT is over there watching. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Now, Clayton made his last night. He ended up doing like large pieces of paper, which is totally fine. You can even ball up the papers if you're a little bit older and you want to make it look really cool. You could ball up the papers. That way it'd be a little bit more 3D. Oh, and we've got Grace and Ginger on here. Hello, everybody. So fun. How's it going? Are you guys almost done with your paper pumpkins? Like, am I being a slowpoke, or are we doing this all together? We have another project to do. So we're going to do 3 art projects together today. This is so fun. I hope you guys are having fun. I'm sorry, kiddos, that you all are stuck indoors. I hope everybody stays safe. Now, you can always go back and you can add more to your pumpkins. I'm going to finish up. All I have left is this top little stem, and I'm going to make mine green. You could also do it brown, or you could do it whichever color you like. Okay, we are finishing up our pumpkin paper art. Let me show you guys mine. And you could fill this in a little bit more, you know. How's it going? How are your guys' pumpkins looking? I'm gonna set this behind me to dry. And is everybody ready to start something new? So if you're finishing, I'll give you a second because I'll let, I didn't mention this earlier. It was on my supply list, but I should have showed you guys. I have some black beans, and I actually have lentils just because I have them in my cupboard. So I'm going to use these for our leaves. If you have beans, you can use beans or any kind of beads if you want. If you don't have those, you could even, I don't know, use maybe pebbles, or you could also use paper like what we just did. This is kind of similar to what we did, but with just different materials. Oh, I'll see. I see some people sending messages. Give me just a second. I think we have a couple more people logging in. Oh, hello. We are about to start our leaves. And if you haven't yet, you can go to my website. I put the link in the description, and you can print this so that you have the template. You don't have to have this. Don't let it stop you. You can freehand a leaf here. Let me see. Show you. I also have an acorn and a pumpkin on here too. Okay, so what you'll need for this is some dried beans, not wet ones in a can because those probably won't stick well. But dried beans, you're gonna need some glue and the paper. If you don't have this printable, you can draw your own leaf. You can do it. Okay, we've got a couple people here. Hello, how's it going? If you're just tuning in, let me see here. We lost a few. We did our apple prints. We're waiting for these to dry, and we're gonna finish those in a little bit. And we just finished our paper pumpkin, and now we are getting ready to start our leaves. So we're gonna take glue, and we're gonna outline the leaves in glue, and you're gonna wanna make it thick enough so that it sticks, okay? And then it dries and it stays on there. So maybe what I'll do is take my black beans and do an outline with the black beans. And I will then maybe put the lentils in the middle. Okay. I know I was giving shout outs to people. I'm trying to read the chats and stuff, but hello, Grace and Ginger. I heard you guys are watching. Thank you for joining us. You guys are even on the West Coast, so they are not here on our hurricane day, which is good for them. So I'm excited for them. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? Hold on, let me just put this in the light a little bit. I outlined the leaf, and I'm just placing the beans around the edges. Okay. So fun and so simple. Who knew? Or maybe you guys are art experts and you've done this 100 times before, and if that's the case, I want to be like you because you're awesome. And what I'll probably do is I'll do one leaf with you guys and show you how to do it, and then you can feel free to continue creating these at home. And you can take hours to do it, right, parents? That would be nice. You just sit there, have your kiddos doing some art today. I've never done this bean artwork before. Pretty cool. Can you see it? There's a bit of a shadow. I'm just doing all the outline in these black beans, and then I'll hold it up so you can see it. So fun. Okay, check out my leaf. I'm going to be very careful because it's wet. I don't want the beans to fall off. But look. Oh my goodness, so fun. And I'm going to put the lentils in the center. This kind of looks like a real leaf, doesn't it? Ooh. Oh, you know what? You got to be really careful when you're putting the glue in the center because you don't want to. I just knocked out some of my outline, and that's all right. I just pushed them back in. Feel free to let this sit after you do the outlines and dry before you do the inside. That might be helpful. I'm just kind of dropping the lentils on there because they're smaller. If you're a little older, you could, I mean, if you want to be really precise, you could use tweezers and kind of just place each and every one exactly where you want it to go, and that would work out. How is it going? I wish I could see what you guys are doing. I know somebody just sent me a photo. Oh, okay. So this is I just saw Charlotte asked a question. Is this my first time making this craft? If she's talking about the leaves with beans, yes. Yes, it is. I was trying really hard to find art projects that most people would have already at hand. So when I saw this and I was looking, I figured everybody has like a bag of old beans in their cupboard, right? I usually have like the little mixture of 7 different beans just for whatever reason chilling in my cabinets. But that's why I have lentils and black beans. That's what I had today. So yes, Charlotte, this is my first time doing this. I have done apple stamps before, but this one I haven't done yet. So very exciting about this one. I think what I'll do is since I finished this first leaf here, I'm going to put this aside. And I want to show you guys how to finish those apple stamps. So when yours dries, you can finish this at home. Mine are the ones I did today are still wet. So I'm going to use, let me put this aside. I did these last night just in case ours didn't dry. And so I'll draw on these and show you guys how to finish this. That way later when your stamps dry, you can do it. And hey, if you have googly eyes, you can always put googly eyes on here too. I'm gonna use a black marker. Somebody just asked if it's still live. We're still live, everybody. I was aiming to do like 30 minutes of art with you guys. So, but this video will stay on my YouTube channel, so if you want to come back and watch it, if you're just joining in, I can't send any messages because I'm locked into this screen here. But all right, what we're doing is we're going to draw little faces on these pumpkins to make them jack-o'-lanterns. So I have it's like a paint marker. I think a washable marker would work. It might just not show up as well. Oh, this is really getting me into the spirit here, drawing these fun little faces. The fall spirit. Even this paint marker is challenging on the paint. So you do need to let your stamps dry really well. I will say that. Okay, let me show you. Look at that cute little jack-o'-lantern. So adorable. You can, if you want, make like a little vine for it to be on, although I don't know how realistic that is, but it's okay. It's art, you know, we can do pretty much whatever we please. Oh, I hear my children in the back. Look at how fun. So you don't have to do jack-o'-lantern. They could just be cute pumpkins, and you could take a marker and maybe draw the pumpkin lines on here. Check this out. So you can just make it look like a regular pumpkin, and then you can add the vine, which that would be maybe a bit more realistic, right? I'm wondering if anybody grows their own pumpkins. Any of you kiddos grow your own pumpkins? That's exciting. We've tried it in the past for sure. Will you be posting the live? Yes. Yes, I will. I think when I'm done, I will save this after we're finished here. I'll be able to post it live and you can watch it later. I did have some friends working today, so they asked to. And if you're just joining us, we are making cute pumpkins. We used an apple to stamp these. So adorable. And we have done, let me show you what we've done today so you can come back and watch the live from the start. We did a very simple paper pumpkin. Oh, thank you so much. It's hard for me to read my camera because it's a little far away, but I think that's Casita. Thank you so much. I'm excited that you're here. Thanks for joining. We have this cute, and all these printables, by the way, this one and the one for the leaves is on my website. And I put the link in the description of this video so you can, that was risky with my beans. This is the other craft we did together. We used beans and we made leaves. And there's an acorn and a pumpkin. I did one with you guys, and you can log off, and the kiddos can finish this at home. I did want to tease one more thing because I did a craft last week. We were camping and we did this craft at one of the places we stayed. And it was so awesome. It was one of our favorite things that we did. And you can use the same printable. It's upside down. All you need is a Ziploc bag. I didn't do this today with you guys because I wasn't sure everybody would have these puff paints like just on hand. Um, I gotten some the other day because I knew I wanted to do some more of these. They're window clings and they're so easy and so fun, but you do need these fabric paints. They're like puff, and these are glow in the dark because we made little ghosts the other day. So cute. Um, but I thought this would be perfect. You could make some leaves for the fall and stick them on your window. And I went ahead and I made a couple last night. They're still not dry. They're really thick, so it takes a while to dry. But I did these with my 4-year-old, and he helped me fill them in. And then, let me see, this one feels pretty dry. Once it's dry, and kind of like what we did with the leaf and the beans, you outline it and then you just fill it in. And once they're dry, that you just peel them off. I have never made these before, and I couldn't believe how simple it is and how cute they are. The kids have been loving seeing their little window clings hanging up. Let me see here. I'm going to try to take this off. I'm not certain if it's all the way dry, so we might have a mishap. Yeah, it's a little wet. It could have used a little more time, but that's okay. Nothing is perfect. And the whole point of art, you guys, is to have fun. What I wouldn't want is for somebody to be upset because they messed theirs up. You can't really mess this up. You can start over if you need to, or you can try to find a creative way to fix whatever it is that you're not happy with. Okay, I almost got it up. The middle is still a little dry. So if these are super dry, it'd be a lot easier to tear these off. But look at this window cling. So if you guys message me and if you guys have these little puff paints at home and you want to do these, I could even make like a little video to show what we did. But it's really simple. You just print out the outline, and you can use one color. You could outline it like this. Let it dry. It does take like a full day to dry. This has only been overnight, so that's why I was still a little bit wet. And you would just stick it. I'm trying to think where it would stick to show you, but would it stick on my cup? Let's see. Imagine this is a window. So that's it. And I hope that you all had so much fun. Thank you for being here. Let me know, please, or ask your parents to send me a message so I can hear if you enjoyed this art class, and maybe we can do something else. So that's it for today. Everybody stay safe. Charge all of your electronics in case we do another video. I'll try to keep you posted, but most likely we will we'll be without power for a few days. I don't know where everybody is in the state of Florida, but I'm so thankful that you joined me today for this art lesson. See you guys next time. If you have any questions, somebody said they loved it. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see all of you soon, hopefully. All right, I'm not sure how to, let's see here. And I'm gonna sign off when I figure out how to. End stream. Okay, bye everybody. Stay safe and feel free to send me pictures of your projects when you're finished with your art crafts. Alrighty, bye.